Hiya friends! Today we're going to be drawing Zelda in the woods.
The woods, the lost woods.
Because everyone gets Zelda confused with being the green guy.
Who does that? Which true fan of Zelda gets him confused?
Ugh, bugs. Ugh, my feet are sinking in this. Not sure whereabouts we're going to draw just yet.
Need to find like a dry stump.
By the way, if you can hear that weird like whooshing noise, I'll show you what it is. Oh, it looks choppy today. Crazy. I hope I don't drop my camera in it. And then down here, oh, there's usually a load of junk down here, but
it's all washed away.
I call this river treasure. So Adam's still scouting out the right location for us to draw this.
You gotta be on the lookout for Skull Kid.
I don't even know who that is that bad?
Oh, people are gonna get so angry.
I know, I'm sorry.
Well, you know who Link is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it should be okay.
Okay. We good. Keep tripping over sticks.
You wouldn't make a good swamp hag.
Thanks. I'm glad.
Where?
No. Is he alive? Oh no, I think that's a pretty dead looking snail. Oh. Ah! Horror.
Oh, there's nothing left. He's empty.
Oh.
Yep. He's gone.
Well, we could draw against this tree.
This one?
Yeah, this is a big old tree. Mine. So I reckon we're probably going to have to draw with them against the tree like this. I bet Bob Ross used to do this.
What? Drawing against a tree?
Yeah, he was one with nature, wasn't he? Okay, so far I'm having a job trying to find my pencil and hold up my sketchbook at the same time. I was going to get my col-erase, but screw that, this is difficult. Oh! Okay, you know what? For a little bit, I'm going to go without a reference. I'm just going to do this. Which character am I drawing? Who cares? I'll have a head. there we go, he's a bit of a body going on. Best pose I have ever drawn. Now I need to decide who I'm drawing.
He looks like he's calling over to us like, why are you leaning against a tree?
Fake Zelda fan, you need reference.
You don't know who Skull Kid is, and now you need a reference.
Am I going to draw her or him?
What do you mean her or him? They have names.
Zelda or Link?
I think you should draw Zelda and I'll draw Link. How's that? Okay, you have fun. I'm going to go find somewhere to sit down. I think you should draw against a tree more often because you're actually drawing pretty quick.
It's because I'm scared I'm going to drop the sketchbook, so I just got to go, 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 go.
How are you finding the tree easel?
Challenging. Will Zelda fans tell me off? It
depends. You haven't redeemed yourself yet.
Okay, how can I do that? Can you give me some tips?
By doing this awesome Zelda fan art.
Okay. I played the first one and I rescued her, and then I played like the second one on the DS. And she had no idea who I was again, and I was very offended because I went all the effort to save her, and then she's like, who are you?
It's like, I saved you last week, how could you forget who I am?
Exactly! I think she needs to redeem herself, not me. So I think Adam's quit trying to find somewhere to draw and he's just sat down on the floor.
There's plenty of good ground, so I thought I'd just sit on the floor.
I might squat next to you actually, it might be easier than this
They
tree.
look like two people pooping in the woods.
Oh, maybe I'll actually be able to refine this drawing now.
I made a table out of my bag.
You haven't even started yet. That's so unfair, I don't have a table. All I have is my knees. I guess you could say I'm using my Stephanies.
Oh.
Are you drawing Link?
Yeah, I'll draw Link then, seeing as you've drawn Zelda.
Do you need a reference?
No, I think, I don't know, I might have a look, but I think I'm going to be okay.
Without a reference, you might accidentally draw him in like a Santa hat and get confused. Here's how mine's coming along, but my sketch lines are definitely a lot more wobbly than usual. Adam's sketching pretty confidently over here though. But he didn't have to draw against a tree, so he's had it easy.
I just sat on the ground.
Cop out.
Hey, no way.
He sat on a bag as well. Come on, show him the bag.
I'm not moving my butt for this.
I'm probably just going to jump straight into inking with this, because I am too chilly to keep my fingers going for too long.
So guess who's missed out a load of details?
Me, and I'm trying to put them in as I'm inking, so this is probably going to go terrible. Normally I would sketch all this stuff first, but there's no way my fingers are going to last that long, so let's just see how it goes.
I think if you guys ever have the chance to just come out somewhere and have a doodle, whether it be like in the middle of nowhere like we are.
Oh, like in the middle of winter. You're probably better off waiting until summer, guys.
No, you should. It's pretty chillaxing.
During summertime, we usually do go out and draw quite a lot, but this time of year, it's a bit harder to get the opportunity. If this is like our first video that you've ever seen of us, I'm really sorry.
Please don't leave.
I can normally move my fingers on someone.
That looks like a little deku shrub. Sell me something.
What's the secret, Adam, to drawing in the freezing cold? Have you got any tips for anyone watching?
You have to be interested in your source material.
I am interested in my source. Every now and then I'm like, oh, this is going well, and then my hand just freezes and I just kind of do this motion with the pen. I just kind of go like, I swear my line work is just sort of me doing this at the moment. It's like robot arms.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think that's going really well.
Apparently Adam's touched some kind of poisonous plant.
Oh, I just think it's some ivy. I poked it with my finger and my finger's gone really itchy.
We're an art channel with like frozen fingers. Now you've got like a finger infection. I think my drawing looks a bit better on camera than what it does in person. I wonder if we're getting really close if you'll see how shaky everything is. Yeah, you can. Let's stay zoomed out, guys.
Stay over here.
Oh, I can hear a dog barking over there.
I think someone's walking their poachers in the field. If you have any parks and stuff near you, if you get nervous going out drawing places like cafes and stuff, and you're a bit wary because there are a lot of people around, then a place like this is really ideal because there's just you and a bunch of trees. Unless you're nervous drawing around trees.
Oh no, my phone died while I was trying to check the weather, and now I don't have a reference to finish my drawing.
You can borrow my phone if you want. Okay, I've hooked her up with a reference again.
No.
Did you seriously just drop that face down?
In the mud.
Looks aged and old.
I don't want it to look old.
Did you seriously just drop that on the floor? Oh my god.
Drawing masterpieces for YouTube.
Are you going in with some colour now?
Yeah, I'm gonna do in grayscale because I don't have any of the right colours to draw this character with me.
Did you just grab some stuff and you headed straight out with me?
I brought a few greens in anticipation to draw a link, but then you told me I'm not allowed to draw a link because you want to draw links. Yeah. You've ruined my picture. And then ink wash for some lighter tones.
Have you got an eraser?
I think I nicked yours.
You didn't drop that in the mud, did you?
No, I don't believe so. So Adam's just pointed out, we haven't mentioned in this video yet that the reason we're doing it is because it's the 30th anniversary. For Zelda, it's 30 years ago. I don't remember the exact date, but it's very soon, 30 years to the day when the first Zelda game came out. How are you getting along?
I'm going to do some blending in it.
Oh, okay.
What I'm going to do is his nose, and maybe a bit of his neck. His arm, oh, and his legs down here, I definitely need some. And do some little bits coming down. There we go. Blending sticks are really good to add a bit of 3D depth to them. You know, if you just have a little play in some areas, it really starts to stand out a bit.
So while Adam's doing that, I'm going to go in with some white details with this Posca pen. Yeah, hand's too cold to open pens. Okay, finally managed to get into this pen.
That blush is really cute, I like that.
Trying to sort of replicate this pattern on here, but it is not going to happen, so I might just do the Spider-Man logo. Spider-Man logo, I'm surprised you didn't tell me off for that.
Oh, don't worry.
I can't believe you didn't need a reference for that character.
Oh, well, I've played a lot more.
What about for his shield pattern though? Did you need one for that?
I made, it was like a mixture, I sort of made my own one up. I don't know if you can see, I'm just trying to add a little bit of dark around there.
I'm convinced I've lost a pencil out in these woods somewhere.
You think?
Yeah, I'm sure I brought a red col-erase. I even remember packing it, but it's just vanished.
We'll have a look.
Oh, there it is! I've been sat on my legs for too long and I'm trying to get feeling back in my feet. So I'm just stamping around a bit. And Adam's still drawing down that. I've got pins and needles in my feet so bad. It tickles.
You would not last a day outside.
No. There's a lesson, kids. Don't sit on your feet for too long. Bad idea. You should stand at a tree. Specifically this tree. Let's continue. So here is the finished artwork. Mwah! It was a really cute tote bag that I got for us to use, and he decided to use it for his butt.
And now it's a really cute cushion.